Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to writing composition class. So before we get started, make sure that you have your writing packet out, something to write with, and that you are ready to begin. Okay, so today we will talk about transitions, talk about reasons, and talk about examples. Now, I do understand that everybody knows what these are. We've been using these for a while, but today I'm going to talk about them in a little bit more detail because I have been seeing some trends in your essays, and I think it's important that we talk about this and revisit these and understand them a little bit more clearly. So our objective for today is, and let's read it together, get ready. Students will be able to understand how to use transitions effectively in an expository essay. So up until now, almost every single student has been using transitions. Now today I'm going to show you how you can use transitions in a slightly different way. They still serve the same function, but I'm going to show you how you can use your transitions differently because of the topic this week. The topic this week is different. You're talking about a person. So you can't just say, one reason this person has a special talent is because. Second reason is because it just doesn't work that way with this specific topic. So I'm going to show you what I did, and maybe that'll help you understand how you can go and use your own transitions in your essay. So before we begin, let me ask this question. Why do you think transitions are important? Why do you think they're important? Is it just because we need to have them? Well, no, there's some special reasons why we need them. Now think about it. If you were going to give instructions of how to get ready, would you just say, put on jacket, put on shirt, put on pants, shoes, ready? Or should I say, first, put on your shirt. Second, put both legs into each pant leg. Next, put on your jacket. Finally, put on your shoes. So transitions are really important to go from idea to idea. So they can help writers bridge the gap between ideas. So transitions allow you to go from one idea to the next and on and on and on and on. Transitions also provide a signal to the reader or to whoever's listening about what is coming next in the writing. Oh, it got cut off a little bit there. So whenever you use a transition, whoever's reading your story or your essay can say, oh, they're about to move on to another idea. So we're moving on from one thing to the next. Transitions help you go from one idea into the next, which is what I just said, or to add information about an idea. Oh, I got cut off again. For example, some of these words are because. For example, for instance, these words here help add information to the idea that you are introducing, okay? And finally, think of a transition as a bridge into the next paragraph. So imagine your two paragraphs are two pieces of land, and the transition is the bridge that goes right over it. Without the bridge, it's kind of hard to get across. So just imagine your transitions as being that bridge from idea to idea. Okay, so talking about transitions that show time. Let me move this a little bit. I use transitions that show time in my essay because I'm talking about a person that I knew, because that was the topic. They said, write about somebody's special talent, describe the special talent. So I'm not going to just use the same old transitions that I used for the other essays. This one's a little bit different. So some transitions that show time are while, before, during, when, meanwhile, later. We also have a whole list on the anchor chart, and it's on the files section in our class. I'll link it today on the post. That way you can look through these. But sometimes a transition can be unique. Like if I wanted to talk about when I knew this person, I could say, when I was younger, I met so-and-so. What was the transition? Did it show time? Yeah. When did it happen? when I was younger. Do you guys remember that exercise that we did where we did the transitions that showed time and location? So if you can ask the question, when did it happen, and you can answer it, then you know you're using a transition that shows time. And I'm going to show you what that looks like with my body paragraphs, which are my reasons. So here is my body paragraphs, my second paragraph and my third paragraph. So let's go ahead. I'm going to read them out loud, and then we're going to do some identifying. Let me get my pen. When we were in high school, she would win many solos. What I mean by solos is when she was in choir, she would try out for a part in a song. Because she was so talented, she would win the part. For instance, during the Christmas concert at school, she sang her solo in the front of all the rest of the choir and audience. Now let's do some identifying. Transitions are usually found in that first sentence, which is also known as our topic sentence. So let's see. When we were in high school, she would win many solos. Is there a transition there? Does it show time or does it show location? It shows time. When did it happen? When we were in high school. That's the transitional phrase. Because when did it happen? When we were in high school. And the topic sentence, which is the whole thing, would be she would win many solos. So based on just this first sentence, my topic sentence, can you tell what the paragraph is going to be about? Yeah, it's going to be about her winning a solo or a time that she won a solo, which is why later on I say, for instance. That's another transitional phrase. Ooh, I see one more. Because she was so talented, she would win the part. Now, after I mentioned the thing about solos, just in case some people don't know what I meant by solo, I gave some information. I said, what I mean by solos is when she was in choir, she would try out for a part in a song. So now whoever didn't know what a solo was, now they know. So I gave some info. I'm just going to put a little dot because we know that means info. And I have my transitions. I have my topic sentence. During the Christmas concert. Ooh, that's another one. For instance. And then when did it happen? During the Christmas concert. That's when it happened. She sang her solo in the front of the rest of the choir and audience. What I mean by that is when she went for her solo, the whole choir stands on the stage like in a curve, and then she sang right in front with the microphone. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so I have my transition phrase, which is my reason, and which is also my topic sentence. So let's move on to the next paragraph. Another time she sang was when it was my 16th birthday. She sang Ave Maria. I had been asking her to sing for me for so long because, believe it or not, she is shy. It's kind of funny to think about that. Of course, when she finally sang, it was so special to me. Ooh, okay. So what's the transitional word there or phrase? Another time. Because when did it happen? Another time. This also kind of reminds me of when we say another reason, right? But this time I'm saying another time she sang was when it was my birthday. And that's the whole topic sentence right there. So let me go ahead and label it. Okay. I had been asking her to sing for me for so long because, believe it or not, she is shy. Now, after I said the word because, I gave you some extra information about her. I said she's shy. So that's why I used the word because when we use the word because, we usually use it when we are adding information to the topic. And if the topic is my friend, I've added some information about her. And what was that piece of information? That she's shy, right? It's kind of funny to think about that. Of course, when she finally sang, there's another one, finally, It was so special to me. And that's a little bit of a sensory detail. It was special to me. Maybe I could have even said, it was so special to me that it brought a tear to my eye. I like that. There. Now I have an extra sensory detail. Great. So now I have given my reasons. Reason 1, explain 1, which is right here, for instance. Reason 2, and, explain 2, which is right here, because. What's next? My final paragraph, my conclusion. But for today, I want us to focus on building our reasons, adding information, and giving an example. So don't just give a reason, because I've seen some of that. I've seen some of you guys just simply giving a reason, not explaining it, or you explain it, but you don't give another reason. You need to have 2 reasons, 2 explanations, and you can't just, that's not enough. You have to give some kind of detail. How did you feel? What was it like? What did you think about it? I need to know how important it was to you. I need to know what you felt like. I want you to show me, not tell me. Because when I told you that she stood in the front of all of the rest of the choir, can you picture that in your mind? That means she's standing in the front. She's not with everybody else. She's in the front. So I wanted to create that sense of showing, not telling. And that's why I did that. That's why that's important for you to do when you're writing, because you don't want to just read something that tells you over and over again, now I'm going to tell you this, and now I'm going to give you my reason, and now that's my essay. Hope you liked it. And now I will write a story about, no, that's telling me. I know you're writing an essay because I'm reading it. I want you to show me your ideas. I want to be able to hear you while I'm reading it. I want to be able to hear how special that moment was for you, or you giving me examples. I want you to tell me or show me how important those things are to you, because that's what I'm looking for, okay? Make sure that while you're writing your body paragraphs, that you're looking at mine and that you're not just doing it on your own. There's a reason why I upload these. I upload these for you. So I'm also going to upload our transitional phrases chart. That way you have access to them as well. Another good tip that you could use while you're writing, even if it's just the draft, is using your checklist, because I'm going to need to go through my checklist after the conclusion tomorrow, because that is what we will be working on tomorrow. Conclusion, ending the essay on a strong note. For homework, you have 2 things to do. 1, develop your reasons, and 2, draft out your body paragraphs. So if you have your reasons, you already are 1 step ahead in getting your body paragraphs done. Now, I want to make sure I give you some information. These videos are important for you to go through the steps of the writing process. I've already had a few students that want to turn in their essays early, and that shows me that you're not going step by step. You're not following along with me. It also shows me that you're rushing through your writing, and when you rush through your writing, you don't get the grade that you're searching for. So that's why we're doing this step-by-step process, so you can work with me, follow along, have time to revise, read it to yourself, read it to somebody at home, talk to me if you need to, if you want me to look at it. That's why we're going in steps. So please make sure that you are going in steps, you're following along with me, that you're staying on task with me with poly questions and the videos. And that would definitely show me that you are taking time to do your work and really putting in a lot of effort, okay? So that's all I have for you guys today, and I will talk to you guys or see you guys tomorrow, possibly talk to you later. Goodbye.